Hello and welcome, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Lunch with Lisa. I am Lisa Warner. I am the author of The Simplicity of Self-Healing, a book that I wrote after I learned how to heal my body from cancer naturally without any medical intervention, the way our bodies are designed to function. Today, I wanted to talk about recognizing yourself as the soul you are. Because when I was facing cancer, I had to come to some very clear realizations in order to heal myself. I had to recognize my body's ability to heal itself. I had to recognize the patterns that were running in my system that caused the cancer to begin with. I had to learn how to recognize many things. And let's take a look at that word, recognize, because recognize means to be able to bring it into our awareness. And it also means to re-cognize, to re-look at, rethink about what it is that's going on. As humans, we are so focused on the words that run through our head all the time. We are focused on our minds. We are focused on that constant babble that's going on. And the majority of that mind babble doesn't even belong to us. The majority of it isn't even true. The majority of it is self-devaluing mind babble. I'm not good enough. I'm not smart enough. I'm not pretty enough. I don't have enough money. How am I ever going to make my life work? What's wrong with me? All of that is just garbage babble. And much of the awarenesses that we have in our mind is stuff that's been programmed in there by society, by others, by parents, teachers, preachers, governments. Again, the majority of that stuff isn't even true for us. So it's time to recognize our lives. Right now, we are in the midst of some serious clickety-clack out in the world. We're in the midst of chaos and confusion. And that chaos and confusion that's going on in the external world is coming from the clickety-clack that goes on in our minds. It's coming from the malware that has been implanted into the computer processor that is the mind. We all know that we're body, mind, and soul. We are the soul. That's who we are as beings. We have a body that comes with its own built-in computer processor called the mind. And the body takes instructions from that mental computer processor. And just like our computers, when the computer is infused with some malware, and all of a sudden, it's like the computer's going haywire, things aren't working properly, it's not a sign that there's something wrong with the computer itself. The computer is simply doing what the program is telling it to do. If we have picked up malware, then the malware is dictating what the computer does. And guess what? Our bodies are doing the exact same thing. Our bodies respond to the programming. Our bodies respond to every single thought, feeling, and emotion that we have. And if we've got a bunch of clickety-clack going on, if we've got a bunch of malware, a bunch of ideas and thought patterns that are not true running through our mind, and we're so focused on the mind, so focused on the clickety-clack, that we don't pay any attention to the soul, our body starts to respond to the clickety-clack rather than responding to its divine blueprint. The only thing that disease is the sign that we've got some malware running. It's not a sign that there's anything wrong with our bodies. The body is responding to the malware. So in order to heal the body, which is what I had to recognize in order to heal my own body, I had to recognize the malware that was running the show. I had to go in and do some computer virus removal. I had to look at the malware that was running in my system. I had to look at the thought patterns of, I'm not good enough. Why am I such a screw up? What's wrong with me? Why can't I get my life to work? I had to look at those patterns because those questions actually weren't serving me very well, but I was asking them all the time. I had to go in and I had to look and see where the actual problem was. I had to be my own computer programmer. So the way I did that, you can't, just like Einstein said, you can't solve the problem from the problem. I couldn't solve the problem from my mind because the mind was the problem. The computer programming, the malware was the problem. So in order to find the malware that was running through my system, I had to use a different layer of consciousness. I had to use a different layer of my own cognizance. I had to re-cognize myself. I had to flip my operating system from the mind to the soul. I had to see what was actually going on. And when I recognized the malware that was creating the problems in my body, I was able to deactivate the malware. Sounds like really computer tech and high tech stuff, but it's simply looking at what beliefs are running. What beliefs are running your show? What beliefs of, I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, I don't fit in, what's wrong with the world, what's wrong with me, what's wrong with my body, I have a disease, that is a piece of malware. Simply because your body is not functioning the way that it is, quote unquote, we think that it's supposed to function, does not mean there's anything wrong with our bodies. Our bodies are always functioning exactly perfectly. They are functioning exactly the way that they're designed to function. The problem is never with the body. The problem is always, well, 99.9% of the time, it is a malware problem. It is an energy problem. It's a problem with how the energy, how the actual molecules are coming together, because our thoughts, our beliefs, our energy, the electromagnetic field that is around us, that houses our thoughts, feelings, and emotions, is the problem. Our bodies are not the problem. So if you are facing a physical malady, I offer the alternative solution, the solution. The soul is the solution. When I was able to see through my soul's eyes, I saw a completely different view of my body than, oh my God, I'm being attacked by cancer. I suddenly realized that that thought pattern was what was keeping me stuck. It was keeping me in fear. It was keeping me from healing. I realized that I recognized that that thought pattern itself was a piece of malware. I know many people are, whoa, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? They already gave me a diagnosis. They told me this is what was going on with me. I know that this was what's wrong with me because the doctors who know all of this told me so. Well, and then so it is. What we choose to place our attention upon is what we experience. If you choose to place your attention upon that, that will be your experience. And believe me, when I was placing my attention on that, of, oh my God, I'm being attacked by cancer, my life was a living hell. But as soon as I was able to move my attention point and realize there is not a single thing wrong with my body, my entire life changed on a dime. In an instant, I recognized and recognized. I recognized that that thought pattern was malware. And so I recognized. I started thinking about my body in different terms. I started thinking about cancer in different terms. As a matter of fact, I stopped thinking about cancer at all. It vanished from my reality in that moment because I recognized that the thinking, all of the thinking and figuring out that we're doing is not helping us. Because why? The soul, who we truly are, doesn't think. It simply knows. Our soul always knows. It doesn't have to think about stuff. It doesn't have to figure it out. And while we as the human are so busy paying attention to all of the clickety-clack, all of the words, all of the programs that run through our mental processor on a daily basis, we get so caught up in the processing that we forget to get quiet and tune in so that we can know the answer. And when we know the answer, we can simply allow the answer to come to fruition. If you would like to start learning how to connect to the wisdom of your soul and start seeing from a completely different perspective, to start seeing the malware, to start seeing your body's divine design, your body's ability to heal itself. I'm going to be launching a course in mid-May 2021, in a few weeks from now, called Aligning with Your Radiantly Healthy Self. It is a step-by-step guide to recognizing yourself as the soul, to recognizing how you look at your body, how you think about your body. So you can start paying attention to your body's ability to heal itself. So you can start paying attention, being consciously aware of your ability as an infinite creator to create anything you desire, including to create the radiant health that is yours by design. It's going to be a step-by-step guide out of the mind and into the soul. So you can start living as your true soul self, the part of you that always knows what to do, the part of you that doesn't run around in fear of diseases, the part that does not run around in the constant clickety-clack, the part of you that can quietly know what's right for you by simply tuning in. Are you ready to heal naturally the way your body is designed to heal itself when you use the wisdom of your soul? Healing doesn't come from a shot or a pill, no matter how much the voices out there are trying to yell and scream and tell us that that is so. Don't allow the broadcast malware into your systems. You don't have to allow people to implant malware in your system. When you can tune in to the wisdom of your soul, you can easily start spotting the malware, and you can easily start bringing your body back into alignment and start living as the radiantly healthy being you are by nature. For as long as you want to be healthy in your body is designed to support you in that. We are not meant to suffer. If you're ready to heal your body once and for all, to connect to the wisdom of your soul, so that you can heal naturally and then keep yourself healthy. Once you know how to heal your body, you can remain healthy for the rest of your life. Are you ready to be the radiantly healthy you? If so, reach out to me. It's time. So again, I'm Lisa Warner. I am the author of The Simplicity of Self-Healing, the creator of Conscious Self-Healing, and now the creator of Aligning with Your Radiantly Healthy Self. So thank you so much for watching today. If you'd like to find my book called The Simplicity of Self-Healing, go to Amazon, check it out. You can find me at my website, connectingyoutoyou.com. And you can find me on Facebook in my group, Soul Sourced Healing. And if you're watching this on Facebook, you can also follow me on YouTube at The Simplicity of Self-Healing with Lisa Warner. If you are watching on YouTube, give me a like, give me a thumbs up, give me a share, and follow my channel. Please subscribe. It would help me. The more watch time I get, the more visible these videos are. So if you found it helpful, please feel free to share and like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Thank you all to my Soul Sourced Healing tribe on Facebook. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much. And until next week, create for yourselves a great week. Bye for now.